In this video I want to talk about a really important subject of the handstand, which is shoulder mobility. If you see the best hand balancers, the top of the top, what's special about them is the mobility of the shoulders and their hips. So when we're talking about handstands, especially when you want to have the straight line, especially when you want to use less stress on your lower back and learn skills like the tuck handstand, shoulder mobility is super important. And back in Thailand, like in half a year ago, I was talking with one of the best coaches of handstand, and he told me to start walking towards the tuck handstand. And I thought it was about strength or about coordination, and with time I learned that the problem that I was having was shoulder mobility, and I kept practicing on my shoulder mobility using so many drills that people gave me. And honestly, I was practicing for around 2 months on my shoulder mobility, and I didn't see such a great progress until I went to this flexibility class where we talked about active flexibility versus passive flexibility. And that really helped me understand what are the exercises that I need to combine. I need to combine passive flexibility and active flexibility. And in this specific video, I want to show you the full routine that I'm doing for my shoulders, in order that made me to go from not doing the tuck at all to doing the deep tuck in the handstand, to doing stuff like the hollow backs, Mexicans, and so many different stuff that I can do with my shoulders now, after just doing this routine 10 minutes before my handstand workout. So this routine is going to combine 4 different exercises. 2 of them are going to refer passive flexibility, where again external force will push your shoulders out, like a weight or a friend, for example. And 2 of them are active, where you actually use the muscles to strengthen them and to create this mobility and not flexibility for the handstand. So I really hope this routine will help you, and yeah, let's begin. You don't really need to know how to do a handstand, but it's really important to learn this routine and to do it over and over again. So good luck, and let's see what we've got. Perfect. So as I've said, this routine combines of 4 exercises. 2 of them are active and 2 of them are passive. We're gonna do each one time, and we're gonna do it for 2 rounds, which means we're gonna do each exercise 2 times. And for this routine, you're gonna need a box or something with height. It can be a chair, it can be anything that's gonna give you some height. We're gonna need the wall for some wall handstand. Again, I'm gonna show you the full exercise. We're gonna need a stick or maybe something that you can hold. It can be maybe a parallel, any stick that you can think of. And we're gonna need some weight, so some dumbbells. You can take 1 dumbbell or 2 dumbbells. I'm gonna show each way. Yeah, and let's begin. So again, if you want to check your flexibility, you can do right now. You can try doing maybe the handstand and see your flexibility right now. And just after the session, this 10 minutes, try to do a handstand another time, and you'll see the big difference that it makes you. And if not, you're probably doing it wrong, honestly. So first exercise that we're gonna do, we're gonna take a box, and from here, we're going to think about externally rotate the arm, which means we're going to take the elbows flare out in, which means thinking about flaring the elbow to the ceiling. And from here, looking down and just sinking. When I'm saying sinking, I mean just take your hips and pull them out to APT, which means arching from the lower back, and just let your body sink. And we're gonna do some dynamic movement around here. And when you feel comfortable, try to go from APT to PPT, which means we're gonna take the waist and we're gonna pull it in and out. It's the same movement like cat-cow. So we're like doing cat-cow, but with our shoulders on a surface. So just 5 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna sink deep as much as we can, using all our body. And when we're gonna close, we're gonna do PPT. We're gonna try and keep the head as low as we can and try to hold the position. Feel the stretch. Really try to dip your nose really hard. Don't internal rotate your shoulders, so keep them flaring out. And just hold. Perfect. This is one exercise. Second exercise we're gonna do is again with the box. We're gonna do the same thing, but now with some weight. 2 kilos each arm. You can do it with less, you can do it with more. And just lie on your back. It can be not comfortable for the neck at the beginning, but it's a really good exercise. Pull your legs toward the stomach, so if you're gonna flare them out, you have to keep your hips in PPT. I honestly prefer just to bring them more to my stomach. And from here, we're just gonna try to make our hands fall. When you feel comfortable, you can do 5 reps going up. So 1, it's a really slow movement. We're not gonna raise it to the chest. So just some dynamics. 1, 2, 3. If it's too hard, take less weight. 4 and 5. Hold it and drop down, hold. So just hold 10 to 20 seconds. And let's go. So these were the passive exercises. We're gonna do now the active ones. And so we don't really need the box. Okay, next exercise. We're gonna lie on a stomach. Put the forehead on the floor. Just really put it nicely on the floor, on the mat. If you can take a soft surface, it's really nice to not put the forehead on the floor. From here, we're gonna take the stick and we're gonna try to raise it up. So again, PPT, we don't wanna arch from the lower back, so roll the hips in, and from here, just try to raise the stick. So 5 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold. And we're gonna do it again. Take a deep breath and again 5 reps. 2, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. If you don't have the range, you can also take a bit more mats, or maybe take like a soft, like a short box, and I'm going to show exactly what I mean. If you feel like you don't have the flexibility, again lie on the stomach, and from here try to raise as high as you can. Maybe it's this range. For me, I can go much higher, but if this is your range, this is also fine. We just want to work on our active flexibility. After that, we're going to go to the last exercise, and it's on the wall. So let's find ourselves a wall and do the 4th exercise. Perfect. So this is the 4th and last exercise. And after this, we're going to do the same exercises one more time. We're going to climb chest to wall. Again, you don't need to learn how to do a handstand yet, but it's really important to work on this exercise. So climb up the wall. And from here, we're going to try to push the hips out and try to do a PPT if we can in the hips. And from here, just trying to raise the shoulders up, which means we're going to do this movement, trying to really touch with the chin on the wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, hold. and down. And this is the last fourth exercise. Again, back to the box. So again, now we're gonna do the same thing. Hands on the block, on the box. Externally rotate the arms, which means elbow pointing up. And just sink in. And I already feel my shoulders a bit more open. And from here, start playing with the APT and PPT in the hips. And we're gonna do 5 reps. So 2, 3, 4, and the last one we're gonna hold. So 5 and hold right here. Really try to push the shoulders in, like you're trying to touch with the nose on the floor. So I'm really doing this movement really hard, pushing while externally rotate the arm and let go. Perfect. And again, now we're gonna do it with the weights. Right now I'm gonna take a bit more weight because I feel like my body adapts to all the stress. So I'm not gonna take 3 kilos, I'm gonna take maybe 4 kilos, but again, we don't wanna take a lot of weight in this specific exercise because it can be a really dangerous exercise for your shoulder. Because again, it's external force, so be really gentle with it. So taking the 4 kilos, you can do it also with 1 dumbbell. Again, if you want to do it with 1 dumbbell, so just hold it like a trophy and pull it down. I really like doing it with 2 because then you can really see if you have any change between your shoulders. Maybe one is a bit more flexible, or maybe you have any problem with one shoulder. And just gonna let the arm drop. And from here, really pull your knees to the stomach and just hold the position. Again, we can do 5 reps to pull them up. 3, 4, and apply PNF. So you're gonna hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and drop down. Just let your body sink down. Really try to reach the floor. And let go. So this is also a really nice exercise. And we finished with the passive. We're gonna do the active ones. So I'm gonna take a stick. And without really thinking so much, lie in the stomach, forehead to the floor, PPT, and start raising the stick. Again, we're gonna do 5 reps and hold. We're gonna do it 2 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. And take a deep breath. And again, 5 reps to hold. So PPT, forward in, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, hold. Perfect. And last exercise for the shoulder with the wall. I'm jumping on the wall. And from here, push the hips out, PPT. Look between your hands and start by moving with the shoulders. So 1, 2, 3. You can touch all with the nose if you feel comfortable, or with the chin. I don't really care. And 4 and 5, hold. And down. If you feel comfortable, if you really like this exercise, you can do it again. And this is 2 full rounds of the full routine. So we're gonna go back to see our shoulder improvement. So let's get back. This was the full routine. After that, I'm gonna start by mixing some handstand, maybe doing some easier progressions. So doing some maybe frog or the crow. And when I feel really warm, I can start doing some handstands. And a really good indication to see the shoulder is really doing the straight handstand and even trying to go even further. So right now I feel like my shoulders is really open and I can really go deep into the positions. And all of this because I just did the routine. Before that I couldn't even do the straight handstand before we started the routine. So I really like doing these exercises before every handstand workout, and I really recommend for you to do it too. So this was my full shoulder mobility routine for my handstand. I do it almost every workout. Again, if I feel sore, if I feel like my shoulders are burning, if I feel like the shoulders are not stable, I'm not gonna do this routine. Instead, I'm gonna focus more on rotator cuffs and just taking it really slowly. And that's it for the routine. And by the way, if you are searching for a handstand coach, if you really want to take your handstand to the next level, I'm working with athletes who already have handstand and they want to progress for harder exercises such as the push-ups, presses, and the one-arm handstand. So if you're one of those and you need someone to boost your level up, I can be here for you. So just DM me a message on Instagram. I'm going to put my account right here. If you have any further questions, just write me in the comments below and I will answer. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next one.